maybe.
All right, Jeff, driving in today, boy, was it windy.
Oh, if you got like an SUV, one of those high-profile vehicles, you're kind of bouncing around like a little pinball. I have a little tiny car, so very aerodynamic. It's actually very comical, too, if you see me in my tiny little Toyota Corolla. But it is paid off, so it pays me back every month. Outside, we can see that we have a little bit of clouds out there to start. We are going to be dealing with a windy one today, though. We have wind advisories going into effect northwest of the city. Start at 7 a.m. till 7 p.m. tonight. We are looking at 41 right now, but those winds coming out of the southwest, these are sustained at 20 miles an hour, so it feels like it's 32. As we get into the afternoon, wind gusts will have the potential to gust to around 45 miles an hour, especially north of the city, so a breezy one out there. Elsewhere, we're just dealing with the cloud cover in a lot of spots. Temperatures in the mid to upper 30s and low 40s. We've actually hit the lows for the day. Well, the lows for this first part of the day. Normally, we drop down to our lows at about 7, 8 o'clock. We're actually already hit that, and we're going to come up a little bit, and then temperatures are really going to tumble into the afternoon and evening. But here's what it feels like elsewhere. We've got the mid 20s and the upper 20s in Marysville, Delaware, and London. Kind of chilly out there, but not as bad as it was yesterday, and nowhere near as bad as it will be this time tomorrow morning. So our temperatures will steadily kind of stay where they are and steadily climb to right around the mid 40s by midday. Notice, though, we have falling temperatures through the afternoon, a cold front coming through here. We can't rule out a quick mix, maybe a sprinkle in the far north, but most of it's going to be dry on that front. You can see right here, cloudy as well across the area, but we're actually watching the next weather maker. That is expected to arrive sometime tomorrow in the afternoon. Now, the computer forecast models were a little bit more aggressive yesterday in our area, and we were talking about how this is likely going to change. And it does look like right now we are going to have the potential for some snow, especially along south of I-70, maybe even just the 71 interchange. That could be actually a good little dividing line as well. But notice most of the action, southern Ohio, southeastern Ohio, really it looks like the bullseye. This is going to hit West Virginia. So we'll be watching for that. Light snow showers tomorrow afternoon, and it looks like we've got those flurries are likely, and here's kind of the impacts. The snow arrives tomorrow afternoon. Looks like it'll be much colder by the end of the week, and this again will be later on Thursday. Here's kind of the computer forecast model comparison. They're kind of coming down a little bit. Looks like we'll be lucky here in town to pick up a ½ inch to maybe an inch or so. One outlier has us a little bit more than that, but I do think this one's always a little bit aggressive. So again, right now it's looking like we'll be lucky to get a ½ inch to an inch or so here in town. Not quite as much as we're going to see down in the south. They could probably pick upwards of maybe 2 inches to maybe 3. That's kind of how it's looking right now, but if that changes, we're definitely going to have some updates. Again, we're up to the mid 40s by midday, then our temperatures start to come down. Notice maybe a quick mix in the far north. Temperatures are going to start off tomorrow in the teens, and it looks like we'll have single-digit wind chill values. Not really warming up a whole lot tomorrow afternoon, and again, you can see this model doesn't bring any snow over us. Again, I think we'll get a little bit of light snow tomorrow afternoon, but it does look like the bulk of this system is going to impact the mountain state, impact West Virginia, which is wild and wonderful. I lived there for a little bit. That's where I started in TV. 44 degrees, that's where we are today for a high. We're looking at 26 for a high tomorrow. It's going to be breezy out there today and tomorrow. We're looking at 24 by Friday. A little warmer over the weekend with some rain on Sunday. We'll start out next week chilly, but climb back to near average by the end of the 10-day. And if you have a child who's interested in learning about the weather, well, we got you covered. Go to 10tv.com/futurecasters for our latest lesson.